All right, ladies and gents, I've got a good one for you today. The title of today's video is Why Women Leave Men Who Love Them. This is going to be hypergamy explained in one video. Now, I'm going to be revealing some harsh truths today. So if you're not prepared to hear those truths, click off the video now. But if you do want to hear why women are leaving men who love them, who would die for them, who would do anything for them, then you are in the right place. The first thing that you need to understand and come to terms with is that every single day when women in relationships wake up, lift their head up off that pillow, they subconsciously ask themselves the question, do you think you can do better than your boyfriend? Is this man the best man that you could possibly be with? And this ranges from all different types of women. This could be the most promiscuous woman in your town, right? She sleeps around, she's got triple figures body count, she goes to the club, she goes to the bar, she's always sleeping with different guys. Or this could be the innocent girl in your town, right? She doesn't really say much, keeps herself to herself. Every single one of them who is in a relationship is the same. And every single girl that you've been in a relationship with wakes up and thinks the exact same thing. Can I do better than you? Can I do better than this man that I'm currently with? The reason they start asking these sort of questions is because of your behavior and how you're acting, right? Maybe you've been a bit more jealous recently, right? You've been talking to that guy in the bar or in the social circle and you've been getting a bit jealous. Oh, why are you hanging out with that guy? I feel like you're getting a bit too close to that guy. Right, all of these things scream insecurity. Another thing is you being needy. Right, you say, oh, babe, can I see you for the third time this week? Oh, babe, you want to go bowling this Friday? You don't? Oh, what about Saturday? All these needy little things build up, right? And her actions start to doubt your value. She starts to think, would a needy guy, is a needy guy the best man I can possibly get? Another thing, she doesn't believe you will have a successful future, right? If you're sat there, you're spending time with her, and you have absolutely no goals whatsoever. You sat around smoking, you sat around drinking every weekend, you sat around doing fuck all around the house, right? And she's starting to think this guy has no prospects, he has no future, he's not trying to achieve anything, he's got no savings, right? All he does is feed into his addictions, right? Spend time with me, and when he's not with me, he's with his friends. Or you let yourself go in terms of your looks, right? You get fat, right? You start eating shit, you start eating sugar all the time, right? You're eating takeaways all the time, you're eating McDonald's and KFC in front of her, getting all fat. Or alternatively, you're getting really skinny, right? You're not going to the gym at all, you're barely eating because you're always drinking, always hungover, and you're getting really, you look unhealthy at this point. Right, all of these things play into her mind, and then she starts to question, is this man the best I can do? Now, after this doubt starts to circulate around her mind, the next thing she starts to think about is all the other men that have shown interest in her in the recent days, or all the men that have shown interest in her in the recent months, right? And this could be the PT at the local gym, right? Or that guy who came up to her and asked how many calories she's eating this week. Right? It could be anyone. It could be the colleague at work, right? The guy she really gets on with from work, maybe the work husband, as they call it, right? It could even be the guy friend who's just waiting for his turn. You know, the guy who's kind of lingering around, kind of waiting for it to be single again. All of these guys go through her mind as she starts to think, are any of these guys better than my current boyfriend? Are any of these guys the better option? Is that man that I met on the weekend at the bar, the guy who asked for my number, do I feel like he has more value than my boyfriend? Could he offer more to my life? If she comes to the conclusion that yes, one of these guys is actually better than my current boyfriend, the relationship will begin to dissolve and the relationship will be over before you know it. And guess what? She's not just going to dump your ass right then. Oh, no, 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 no. It's never that easy. This is going to come in all different forms, right? The most common one being she's going to start arguments with you for no reason. Previously, you never argued, right? You were a nice civil couple, right? Peaceful. But now she's starting arguments with you about the fact that you haven't done the washing up. Now she's starting arguments with you about the fact that you spend too much time with your friends. Now she's starting arguments with you that you're going to your family barbecue instead of going to her family's barbecue. Right? All these arguments are going to happen for no reason because she's looking for any excuse to dump your ass. That is the whole meaning behind all these pointless arguments. All she's looking for is a way out. All she's looking for is the exit door. Another way that she might do this is offer to go on a break, right? She might say, oh, babe, we've just been growing apart, right? I think we should take some time apart, figure out what we really want, Right, I'm laughing because we've all heard this before, right? Maybe we should take some time apart, focus on ourselves, and come back and see whether it works again. Right, let me tell you something. She knows that the relationship is done the second she asks you for a break. She knows she wants to go explore all those other options, right? That PT, that colleague from work, that guy that she met on the bar in the weekend with the girls. She knows this break is the end, right? You just don't know it's the end. And she's deceiving you without taking any responsibility, without having the nerve to just end the relationship there and then, because she wants you as the fall guy. She wants you as the backup guy in case these new guys don't work out. Another big sign is that she's reluctant to do anything in the bedroom anymore, right? Initially, when you're in that honeymoon phase, right, early stages of the relationship, she's all over you. She's jumping on top of you. She's kissing you every 2 minutes. She's cuddling you every 2 minutes. She wants to spend all this time with you. And now suddenly, right, all of a sudden, she don't want to touch you. She don't want to be near you. You try touching her arm, you try touching her face, try give her a kiss. You don't want any of it, right? You start to notice these things. And I know all you guys notice this, right? We've all been in this situation. But what most men will tell themselves is, oh no, it's just a bad week, right? She had a busy week at work. She just wants to be alone, right? And they'll convince themselves that that is the case. They'll start to truly believe it. Oh no, she doesn't want to get intimate because she had a bad week. She doesn't want to get intimate with me. She doesn't want to touch me, go anywhere near me because she just wants to spend some time alone. When in actual fact, it's the slow start to the end of that relationship. And at this point, she's already checked out. Your only choice now is to end it. There's absolutely nothing you can do and nothing you can say to make this relationship come back together, right? It's done. You need to leave it and you need to come back 10 times stronger. Most men get confused, right? Because they give this girl the world. They spend all that time, all that effort, all that money on the girl, and it still didn't work and they can't wrap their heads around it. Why didn't it work? But the one thing they fail to take into consideration is something called the Briffault's Law. And the Briffault's Law states that when females can no longer derive any sort of benefit from the male, no such association takes place. Let me define that for you guys. That means that when you serve no purpose in her life anymore, when your presence cannot benefit her in any way whatsoever, you no longer have a place in her life, and she will dissolve that relationship faster than you can even imagine. And it doesn't matter what you did for her before, right? It doesn't matter what you gave her before. If there's no benefit today, right now, she is gone. Doesn't matter whether you bought her that $500 purse in the past. It doesn't matter about all the time that you spent with her family. It doesn't matter whether you met her grandma, right? It doesn't matter. All that matters is right now. All that she can comprehend is right now. Does this man serve the best purpose in my life right now? You guys need to be more ruthless because she certainly is, right? When she knows she can do better, she couldn't care less whether you're in love with her. She couldn't care less whether you would do anything to put a smile on her face, right? What she'll tell you is, yeah, we just grew apart, right? We're living different lives. And I just think it's for the best, you know? I just think over the years, we've grown up, we like different things now. Our music taste is even different, right? All these bullshit excuses, anything to reduce the accountability that she has to take in this relationship failing. And the real worst part about a girl breaking up with you is that she's already started finding your replacement, right? In fact, she's probably messaged him before, right? She's probably messaged him while she was still in a relationship with you. She might have even met him before. And it's probably going to be the guy that you were always suspicious of, right? You know the guy I'm talking about. He always seems to be around at random moments. He might be in the same friendship group, right? And you know he secretly has a thing for her and he's waiting for you guys to break up. And she's subtly been flirting back and you've noticed these little things, the eye contact that those guys have had while you've been in a relationship with her. And there's nothing worse than this, but the best thing you can do is cut it short and get out of that situation as fast as possible because you owe it to yourself to not stay there and take the disrespect. You owe it to yourself to leave. If you like today's video, drop it a like, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel for more. I love you.